You are now watching Doorbell News.
It was nice until it turned terrible.
A woman trying to sell her home instead had it taken over by someone else who's not paying any rent.
So you're afraid you could lose this house?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
This really is some story. The man she describes as a squatter has been in her home rent-free for more than a year.
And for some reason, she can't get him out. The home is now in foreclosure and the clock is ticking. Action on consumer investigator Jeff Deal live here in the studio with us right now. Jeff, how did she end up in this situation? So many people thinking, why can't she just get the guy out?
Yeah, it's tough. Her fiance had some health issues and it changed their financial situation. So she wanted to sell that home. But now with this guy in the house, she's in jeopardy of losing it. A large house on a nice lot with woods behind it.
I like the space. I like the floor plan. I like the location.
Charlotte Brown bought the Winter Haven home in 2021. She thought it was the perfect place to raise a family.
Extend your arm away from me.
But when her fiance had health problems, she became his full-time caretaker. Their finances took a hit. Not wanting to fall further behind on payments and HOA dues, in 2023, she first listed the home for sale.
I just had the opportunity to sell. So that was definitely a plus, especially with the increase in, the market.
She quickly found an interested buyer, Obed Torres, a real estate agent from California. Charlotte says a company helping Torres with the deal requested the keys so he could get the carpets cleaned before he moved in. And that's where the problem started. Charlotte says Torres changed title companies a couple of times and the sale never went through. But in the spring of 2024, he moved in anyway.
It's terrible. It's deceitful. It's hurtful.
She filed a report asking the sheriff's office to investigate, and twice she tried filing court documents to get Torres out of her house.
This is horrible. What would you do if this happened to you? You're trying to sell a home and then the guy you trying to sell the house to ends up becoming a squatter. And then he obviously knows some real estate laws, so yeah, you're going to have to go through a lot to get your property back.
To get Torres out of her house, but she admits she didn't understand the process and missed some hearings. In the first case, Torres wrote a letter to the judge saying he was still trying to buy the house and that his actions were in good faith. In the second case, he
better not miss those hearings. That's for sure. A civil case, you better be at. If you file a civil case, you better make it to those hearings.
In the second case, he claimed the property was abandoned and left vacant by Charlotte and accused her of causing him significant duress and uncertainty. At one point in 2024, text messages to a real estate agent involved show Obed agreed to move out, but as recently as this April asked a judge for an extension, citing personal health issues. When we knocked in September, and again this month, we heard dogs barking inside and left a message on the doorbell camera both times.
We can't answer the door right now, but if you'd like to leave a message, you can do it now.
Obed, this is Jeff Deal with Channel 9 News. Obed Torres never responded, but neighbors told Action 9 they've seen him and his family there as recently as last week. Now, Charlotte's mortgage company has filed for foreclosure since she couldn't afford to pay her new rent and keep up with payments on the house. So you're afraid you could lose this house?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Action 9 asked attorney Mark Lippman to weigh in on the case. And after seeing how Torres has managed to stay in the home rent-free for more than a year.
Yeah, so this guy, Obed Torres, is obviously finessing the real estate system. And he found a loophole. He found a sucker. And now he's living rent-free in this woman's house. Sad story, but there's nothing you can do about it besides take someone to court. And court, sometimes that's a long process to gain possession of your home. This is a sad story. And I guess you got to screen people before you do business with them, because this is what can happen. And you think you could trust this guy because he's a real estate agent and he's on the internet, but
rent-free for more than a year, Lippman agreed to help Charlotte at no charge.
His answer was garbage. So the fact that he said that she had abandoned the property is incorrect.
Laws against squatting in Florida got tougher last year, and Lippman is hoping to help Charlotte get Torres out and prove he's squatting in her house.
If you can show that somebody's squatting, you can actually be arrested. It is a criminal offense in Florida now. So we are looking at that as well.
So how do you keep this from happening to you? Well, Lippman says one thing, don't give your keys to anyone before the sale closes, and make sure you go to every court hearing so you don't lose your case on any technicalities. Right now, a decision on Charlotte's foreclosure is set for January. She's, of course, hoping to get Torres out and sell that house before then.
The mistake was made when she gave him possession of the house. When she gave him the keys, he said he wanted to get something fixed, and then once he had possession of the house, it was out of her possession. So you can't even say somebody is squatting. Gave him the keys, and all they got to do is produce a bogus lease or something, or some bogus paperwork, and the police can't really do anything. It becomes a civil matter, not a criminal matter. And a lot of people don't know the difference between civil and criminal. This is a civil matter, and I hope she gets her house back. Leave your feedback below. Has this ever happened to you? Leave your feedback.
Make sure you subscribe and like the video.